Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Grading Aaron Rodgers' play so far. As you guys know, it's the bye week, so the Steelers don't have a game this week. We'll be back next week versus the Browns, so be on the lookout for that. A lot of cool stuff coming up to that game because it's the rivalry week, so it's going to be very interesting. But we definitely have some standings after this that might change. The Steelers should be in first place still after this week, no matter what happens. Because I think the Bengals play somebody. But I know the Lions play the Browns. That should be, I don't know, they're going to be good for the Browns. And then I think the Ravens play the Texans. The Bengals play someone, I forgot. But we'll see exactly what happens after this week and see where everybody's standing at. The Steelers can find a way to keep the momentum going and just keep playing the way they're playing, of course. When you won 3 of your first 4, you can keep that going. Win 3 of your next 4 and keep doing it every time like that. Find a way to keep winning and keep momentum going. You definitely win this division because you have a good head start. Last year you had a good head start as well, but then you start collapsing at the end. You was 10-3, you lost 4 straight games. So do not repeat what you did last year. So go ahead and go out there and try to keep the momentum going and stay positive, you know, and play type and doing everything positive, doing everything good. So we'll see if they can continue that up. I'll discuss more of that probably tomorrow for a special video. But today I want to discuss Aaron Rodgers, trying to grade his play so far. He played 4 games so far. He has 74 completions out of 108 attempts, 68.5 completion percentage, which is very good. He also has 786, passing yards, 7 yards per attempt as well, which is people keep saying, oh, he's just doing checkdowns. But if you actually compare that, it's compared to his closely, basically on par with some of his previous years, even some of the MVP years, where he was throwing 8 yards per attempt like that. So he's putting the ball out there a little bit, pretty good. He got 8 touchdowns, which is 4th right now in the league. 3 interceptions as well, like that, which is a low number. And then he also has 102 passer rating and a 46 QBR. QBR is a very interesting stat because the 1 year Aaron Rodgers threw 38 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, he had a 77 QBR. And he threw 40 touchdowns to 7 interceptions, he had a 72 QBR. So you'll think 40 touchdowns to just 7 interceptions and 4,000 yards will at least give you a 95, 90 plus. So QBR can be measured. They measure like turnover-worthy throws and all type of the strength of throw. Like with the throw tough that he made for the touchdown, it wasn't that tough, so we don't give him too much credit for it. It's like stuff like that. It's like stuff that really doesn't matter too much like that. The main thing is the passer rating. That means you're doing, if it's high, that means you're doing pretty good. Like they can turn the ball over, the complete percentage is good, and your yardage is good, and your touchdown percentage is good as well. So that's the main thing I look at. So far Aaron Rodgers, I have to give him a grade. So far, 102 passer rating, what he's been playing, not turning the ball over too much. I know he turned the ball over against the Seahawks 2 times. That's the main game because he forced 1 turnover, and then it was kind of late in the game, had to force some stuff, of course. But overall, I'm gonna give him like a B+. He's been playing he's been doing a pretty good job like that. Keeping the ball, keeping it clean, of course, out there, not turning the ball over, playing smart, finding his guys, like the last game against the Vikings, finding DK Metcalf for the 80-yard touchdown, finding his playmakers. Kevin Austin had a few touchdowns this year as well, finding his backs at the backfield, and the red zone. We've been very efficient in the red zone. I think we're like 89% in the red zone efficiency of getting touchdowns. So we're doing a good job in the red zone. When we got there last year, we struggled in the red zone. This year, we kind of struggled getting down to the red zone. Last year, we struggled when we got down there to the red zone. We can get down there, but when we got down there, we struggled a lot. But this year we struggle getting down there. But when we do get down there, we do have success, as you see from last week and the week before that as well. So the Steelers do a good job in the red zone. And that's part of Aaron Rodgers being a veteran, of course. His accuracy, can put the ball anywhere. Might not be the same player he once was, like with the Packers when he was putting up MVP numbers, throwing 37 touchdowns to just 4 interceptions, or 48 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. We had back-to-back MVPs. Might not be that Aaron Rodgers, but he's still an Aaron Rodgers that can go out there and help you win and help you stay ahead of the things, especially the defense is going to play like this as well. Having a quarterback who's a veteran. We had Russell Wilson last year, but Russell Wilson doesn't play the same style as Rodgers. Russell Wilson is more, too aggressive at times like that, trying to force the ball down the field and sometimes they come back to hunt you. And Rodgers is going to make sure you get a chance to win every time. He's not going to force anything, and his accuracy is better, in my opinion, than Russell Wilson, decision-making as well. So, yeah, he's been very good. We've been good quarterback play so far. I'm giving a B+ as a grade. Let me know down below what you guys think. What grade you'll get Aaron Rodgers so far to start the season off. He's been playing some good football. The Steelers are 3-1, and he's been out there just doing a good job like that. So we'll see if we can continue that going up. We got the Browns, we got the Bengals, we got the Packers. So we got some tough games. I know the Bengals and Browns might not be the teams that they should be like that, but it's division games. Division games are always tough. We lost one last year to the Browns that were depleted. We lost I know it was in the snow, but we still lost. The James Winston Browns like that was depleted. And we beat them the second time, of course, but the first time we lost that. We should have never lost that game. So yeah, make sure you take every game serious. So we'll see what happens when the Steelers play against the Browns. And then on Thursday on a short week, you're playing against the Bengals as well. So we'll see how things kind of go. We actually haven't won a home game yet either, which is crazy. Unless you count the Dublin Ireland game as a home game for us, because there was more of our fans there than the Viking fans. But the Steelers lost at home against the Jets. No, not the Jets, the Seahawks. And they won the first game on the road against the Jets. They won a game on the road against the Patriots, right? And then they won the game on the road, technically on the road, basically. Even though they have like a neutral playing site, but it's still on the road, United home against the Vikings. So we're 3-0 on the road, but we're 0-1 at home. So hopefully we can change that this coming week, next week. Like that, we play against the Browns, so we'll see how things go. But so far, Aaron Rodgers been playing good. Been playing good football, clean football. Gonna get his first experience of Steeler rivalry football. He had rivals before. I feel like the Browns is like the Lions to him. The Browns to us is like the Lions to him. Like that, the Vikings, like he played last week. The Vikings is like our Ravens. His Vikings is like our Ravens, like that, because he's 19-12-1, so they got him a few times. Like he's still winning, but they got him a few times. They like the Steelers. We have a winning record against. I think Coach Tom got a winning record against the Ravens, but the Ravens still have some games. Like they still kind of close by. And then of course the Bears will be our Bengals. Like the Bears make the playoffs a few times. They have moments, of course, here and there, but they're never sustainable. Kind of like the Bengals a little bit. So Aaron Rodgers, he kind of have a feel of the rivalry already a little bit, but he's gonna see how it feels to be in real AFC North football, and it's gonna be very exciting to see what he do. Playing against a tough defense in the Browns defense, but I think Aaron Rodgers will go out there and play well. But he's doing a good job so far. So we'll see what happens. But that's all I have to say this video. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.